This has become a recurring theme for this streams. You know, there are issues. We cannot help it.
Now speaking as of now, like when the stream went down for a while, there
Yep.
was an incident after the chicane between the first and second back straight. Something happened, and because of that, torpedo and not so torpedo retired the race as well as not so Masoom. So because of that, virtual safety car came in. Some people took the advantage of pitting, and the one who has pitted because of that is Manello. No one, speedless Black Sheep actually pitted one lap before the virtual safety car
Oof,
came
that
in, and
was
so Manello is in a very advantageous position because he didn't lost a single gap, like second of gap between him and SD. So now he's just pushing and pushing till he catches SD, who is like now a sitting duck with his hard tires.
definitely that to 14 laps cold hard tires, and Mara is on fresh rocks. He will be pulling off like 2 seconds per lap out of those, and you can definitely see that
And
the gap is decreasing.
And speaking of battles, Jinan and Faizan are having some insane wheel-to-wheel battle, and now they are at the first back straight. Let's see who gets the DRS advantage because both were very close to each other. And Jinan actually gets
Nana
the
has the
DRS advantage
DRS.
and is able to gain a lot of gain a lot from that, and now creates quite a gap from Faizan.
And he can actually
And I
defend
think
that
Faizan
position.
doesn't have a chance.
Yep, because Faizan has very less
And
ERS.
let's
Jinan has just
And let's not change
75%.
the focus. SD is now a sitting duck for Manello, baby.
Yep,
Let's quite focus on that and let's see how it goes.
SD had a bit of back rear
A
loss
wheel
there.
spin right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again.
And he's looking. Oh, and
Yeah,
because of that, Manello also got scared and broke there. That's quite a
I
insane
guess.
reflex from him.
I guess he touched.
And now he goes around the outside of it, tries to keep it
Oh,
clean,
what a
breaks locks
oh!
and has to avoid the corner and goes off the track. Maybe he might get a penalty because of it. He slows down. I
According
guess he
to
has
me,
to give the position back.
I don't think so because he was already ahead in the corner, and SD bit of touched Mara on his back tire because of the contact model. It just drifted Mara away. It was not Mara's fault, I feel, but cannot say clearly. I did capture it, but
Yes, I think it's a racing incident at the end. Both
yeah,
of them were quite on the edge.
yes,
And both of them did a great job of avoiding each other as well, not creating a huge incident over from that.
yep.
So
Because
there's you see Manello takes the P1 from SD. After that, Aji Baji in the chicane, and yeah,
now he will just cruise on and keep extending that gap. There is no one to stop him, no dirty air, no back markers. He just has a free track.
but the penalties could change the whole scene of it. You
Yep,
never know.
that is definitely there. That is always the last thing that is there. Rant
Now I'll keep the
is
track on the penalties between SD and Manello, baby, and
yes.
you can just quite show the action that is going on.
Yep. Can you just look into the penalties and let me know what are their penalties looking like? Does SD have a chance to come back?
Both of them seem to have the same number of penalties so far, but SD has quite more number of warnings. So if he does one more track limit violation, he might get one more penalty.
Yep.
And speaking of that, his team had received the penalty as he was speaking of that.
Yep.
So if this great finishing place ends up like this, so McLaren will seal the constructors right here and there.
Yep, even I feel so because Freeman is definitely in 7th, and Freeman does not seem to be closing the gap between him and Black Sheep. Meanwhile, Black Sheep and Speedlust both are on 4 laps old softs. Let's see if he can reduce the gap from 2.6 seconds.
Now the interesting thing is, General Pepe chose to pit at the same time Maranello Baby did, but he opted for mediums, which is like slower than the soft. And the time he pitted, he the soft tires could have gone till the end and would have probably given more advantage than he needs right now.
Probably he thought that mediums were a better choice, but I don't know. Maybe he did some trials on the softs and he found that the softs were falling off towards the end of the race. We can never tell what everyone is thinking. Maybe this was one of his strategies.
Or maybe he forgot, yeah, or maybe he forgot to choose the tires that he
Yes, that
wanted.
is also.
Instead, like he wanted to go on softs, but it ended up on the medium. So it's like a very frustrating thing.
Yep, that is definitely possible. Freeman is closing the gap on Black Sheep now that I look at it. No, no, no. He is just maintaining the same gap. It was just that Black Sheep was on the hairpin. That's why the delta was less. Black Sheep is also maintaining the same delta. Right now, meanwhile, Mara just pulled out 7 seconds gap in the past 2 laps. So he is just flying across the track.
And speaking of flying, Maneller also has the fastest lap as well.
Oh, so that pretty
The
much seals.
136.5, that is.
Yep. So that pretty much seals the constructor championship for the McLarens. If he does not, I should not say it. That will be a commentator's curse. I should just keep quiet there.
So now the only now the battle in the for fourth in the drivers championship was looking between Casey, Streeter, and Black Sheep. So Casey and Streeter have now is out of contention in this race. So Black Sheep is taking the maximum points. I guess he will get 8 points after this. So
Yeah.
he'll still not be able to jump Casey, but he'll definitely jump Streeter, who he was 1 point behind Streeter, so he'll definitely jump him on that. And then the battle will be at the final round at the Brazilian Grand Prix next week, same time. Check it out.
Yep. Definitely be there for the battle between Mercedes and Alfa Romeo, who takes it. Meanwhile, Faizan gets a 3-second
And
time penalty.
and speaking of Black Sheep, he's now zero point 0.8 seconds behind Speedless. So he's gaining a lot, and now he may look for a bold move at the second back straight. Let's see if he gets close enough.
It feels like Speedless does not have that much grip on the tires.
And Blacklip is closing in very quickly actually, and he goes into inside and gets a clean move from Speedlust, and Speedlust couldn't do anything about it.
Yep. Wonder why
So
that
there you have
happened.
it. Black Sheep is actually, yeah, so Black Sheep has now got 10. So if he finishes in the same position, he'll get 10 points, which is actually gonna tally him exactly equal to Casey's points.
Black Sheep. Yep. There is not much interesting fight right now going on the track. Mara is still pulling ahead
There's the
with 2-3 seconds per lap from SD.
But there is one thing. There's like there could be a battle at the final lap between No One, General Pepe, and Tanny R31 because he's being increased quite closing the gap very quickly. And on top of that, Tanny has 19 laps old medium tires, so there he might have a chance at the very final lap, but he has to make some bold moves right there. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Even Speedlust has not given up yet. He is still within a second of Black Sheep. But Black Sheep has more ERS left. Let's see what happens. Both are on same compound tires.
And both are actually on the same amount of ERS as well, but Black Sheep
Yes.
manages to keep a gap.
Is Black
So
Sheep
now let's look
lagging a
at no
bit
one's.
for you?
I
Ninja.
think he might be because he first of all lives in a completely different country, that is in
Yeah.
Scotland or United Kingdom, if I'm not wrong.
Yep.
And on top of that, yes, because of the ping issues, it might create some lag to our servers as well.
Yes, definitely. Because I can see him jumping
And
around in the full track.
General Pepe, as we are looking, if he makes an overtake, I don't think so. He'll be able to still keep the P3 because of the amount of penalties he has. He has a lot of penalties. Like he has four penalties. I guess if you take
Oof.
each a 3 seconds, consider 12 seconds of penalty. So I don't think so. No one will be able to jump to P3 at the moment.
Yeah, and we are in the last lap, in fact, and the only fight that we can see is between No One and Tanny, as well as Speedless and Black Sheep. So last lap fights are on, boys. No One is on the back
Oh, and
straight.
speaking of that, Speedless almost took Black Sheep out, almost touched the rear of his car and almost made him spin, but he manages to keep hold it for now.
No One is looking to go on the outside. Let's see, will he be able to stick it? He does
Oh,
stick
he
it.
locks it a bit and does make it, but now he has to create a huge gap between him and Tanny, which I don't think is possible toward the end of
Yes.
Sector 3.
Yes. So I guess No One will end up
And
fourth.
meanwhile, Speedless has quite lost it as well,
Yeah, I
because
feel that there was some.
2.8 seconds between.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. I guess they might have some itsy bitsy spins with him, so he
Yep.
has lost the fight right there. And speaking of that, Manuel took the win
Next to
on
cross
the final,
is
and now
SD. Next one to cross the
and
finish line will be his teammate No One, who just crashes into the
but I
wall.
think Tanny will take his first podium, and yes, he
Yes,
does.
he
I don't know
does.
if it's his first podium, but definitely a podium indeed.
Yep, definitely a podium indeed. Next to cross the line will be Black Sheep, who stays there. So he
And
did
does
not have enough penalties. Nice. So speedless crosses. He did not serve his 5-second penalty. He might look for
so as
getting that
so
removed.
as Speedless crosses the line, I guess we can say the constructor championship has been sealed completely.
Yep, definitely. So congrats to Maranello Baby and Freeman for sealing the Constructors Championship.
I guess you can call that a smooth operation right there.
Yep, definitely. Now, will since this race does not allow for you to control the car after the race, so I guess no one will be doing some donuts there.
Well, we can have a different session for it. Let's see. Now, final car
Yes,
to cross Monk,
Monk
and there you have it, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix,
free.
with Manolo taking the win, followed by SD in second place, and Tani with less penalties than General Pepe manages to get P3 and is also maybe the first podium. I don't know. Let's see.
Yes, maybe. So we will have a look at the penalties. There are many people who got a lot of penalties, and that's unusual for this track. But speaking of that, there are many people who disqualified also. Few were because of network issues, but there were few incidents which we were not able to capture because stream decided to stop exactly at that moment. I guess Codemasters was giving some hint there. Uh, Apart from that, a pretty interesting race.
So now we're gonna have the interview with the top three drivers.
Yep, definitely. We can have interview. Let's go to the podium. Let's drag our champions here. The top three as well as the. I guess we can have even the championship interview. Do you want to have that with Freeman and Mara? Or
I
should.
guess we can have this at the penultimate round of the Brazilian Grand Prix. I guess that's a better
Yeah,
track to suit this kind of
yeah, definitely.
celebration.
Definitely, definitely. So, yep, let's drag our boys in. Can you request them to come in for the interviews?
Yes, I'll be right back shortly.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir, Chichan it is. Okay, there were three wide, both DRS zones.
So we have our top three drivers of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Manalo Baby, who is the winners, followed by SD in second place, and Tani also taking a podium place in this track in third place. So Manalo, let's start with you. How was your race from starting from the very back to the very front, as always, and
Oh
also
fuck.
sealing the also sealing
The
constructor championship for the McLaren as well.
yes.
So how does it feel?
Oh man, I'm just doing some I'm creating another session for some donuts.
We were actually having
Let's
a discussion on that. Since the game does not allow, let's have another session with the donuts.
We're doing that right now. Why don't you join it? You can spectate on donuts while we do interviews.
Yeah, we will do that maybe after we complete all the interviews. That would be a better time.
For sure, for sure. I think Freeman deserves to be in this for Brie in this.
We were thinking we will have that constructor interview separately, maybe after the Brazil this thing Grand Prix.
Fair
That's
enough.
To
Fair enough.
summarize the whole championship at the end.
yes.
That would work.
SD.
But what a race! That was an insane race, man. I think I held back a little too much initially just to keep my front wing, but it worked out.
Yes.
Okay, so talking about the incident happening in the second chicane after the first back straight, what was happening there? What was like the mindset of you two? What was going on over there?
Between you and SD. That's the incident we are referring to.
I want to hear ST's take on it because I was breaking a straight line, so I don't know what happened from there.
Uh,
I I couldn't see SD behind me, right?
Apologies.
He was in a blind spot.
Completely my fault. Yeah.
Sorry?
It's completely my fault. When basically what happened is when I broke the tires caught, like basically I touched the tire once and then I could not do anything to move left. It just basically go like so. I mean, it's my fault for the initial contact, but after that I just couldn't do anything. I broke as much as I could. Yeah, I don't know. It's like 80. I would say it's 100%, 80% my fault, 20% game.
Yeah, we
Of
cannot
course.
do anything for those things because there is always the racing incidents that come into play. So
I am
yeah,
sorry for the heart attack.
And speaking of the incident, yes, I guess you gave Mara a heart attack at the exit of the hairpin over there. You almost spun, and
Yeah,
yeah,
my tires were like 40%. I thought I could plant the throttle there, but did not
yeah,
work out.
but that was a great reflex from Manelo Baby as
yes.
our drivers
Yeah,
champion.
yep,
Coming to SD, so how
yeah.
was your race on the new setup that you are running right now? How did you feel it
The
different
stuff.
from your
The
setup?
the initial laps were insane. The bad like three wide into turn two, like the chicane where we had an incident between me and Mara.
Yeah,
We went three wide between Black Sheep, myself, and I think Danny or someone. That was I love those. And the braking wasn't that bad in the setup. But the thing is, once you brake, you cannot get out of the braking. So
yes,
either you go wide or you slow down too much. So it's kind
yes,
of difficult to do that. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's not much difference. You can see still finish second.
yep,
So
definitely.
now, as you finish second, you still have a chance to finish second in the Drivers' Championship as well as D. So, what do you think? How the Brazilian Grand Prix is gonna end?
Um, Unless something else breaks in my controller, I don't know. It's I'll, I don't know if Carey had an insanely unlucky yesterday. I think the safety car did not help him. Also, the second safety car gave Mara a lot of advantage because otherwise he would have come behind him, behind
Not at
Carey.
all, not at all. I think on my dash it was still showing rejoin position third. So
Okay.
I was already on the exit of the pit lane by the time the VSC came out. Didn't gain too much time there. But it's Formula One, every second matters.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know what could have happened, but then yeah,
Yeah,
the
I was
second safety
actually
car did
surprised.
give you an advantage. Yeah.
I was actually surprised that that my dash was showing pit position or rejoin position third. But judging by how far ahead I came out of carry, I came out just behind Danny, so I'm sure it would have been
Yeah,
closer than that.
he lost his wing while battling Jinan. So that's
Meanwhile,
where.
from our chat, there is a special request in our chat that they want your autograph and a selfie with you, Mara. What do you have to say on that?
You're in Bangalore, so yeah, drop by. We'll do the selfie for sure.
So there you have it.
Oh, and we have actually Tanya, are you here with us?
Yeah,
So how was your race? And is it your first podium in this season
yeah,
so
this is
far?
my first podium,
Okay,
and
so
today was
congratulations for your first
Congrats.
podium actually. So how was the
thank
race
you.
so far for you?
I mean, today was all about managing the pace. My first initial plan was to go on a two-stop, but after the first safety car, I just thought, okay, let me do mediums. And after the virtual safety car, we had, I guess, Pepe behind me. I had Pepe behind me, and he pitted for another stop. So that was actually quite good for me.
Yes, so congratulations again for your podium in the second last Grand Prix of the season,
Yeah, thank you, man.
Hopefully, you keep this up for the last also.
or maybe
I
the
would
next
like.
season as well with the new
Yes.
I
changes
like
in the
to.
game.
I like to add something here, Tani.
Uh,
Brilliant tire management in the second stint. I don't know how you made the mediums go till the end after lapping like a
That was
lap.
difficult.
And
At
Yeah.
one
the
more
end, I was,
question. Okay, continue.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how you. My question was, how did you? Basically, the management was insane. So hats off.
I was driving so slow.
Yeah.
So Tani, like you were giving positions easily to Manuel away. What was the situation? Don't you want to fight?
My
Like we
tires were
wanted some
done, man.
spice there, but you seem to back off. For I guess this is
Yeah, he's
smarter. In
very
a smarter way,
fast.
you did
Yeah,
a right thing to back off, but still, why was there no spice?
I just don't wanted to ruin my race.
Okay, yeah, fair enough, definitely.
yep. That was a really nice race. So, audience is asking for donuts. So, I guess we have to do donuts.
Join the lobby on me. It's already doing it. Danny, Freeman, and I already doing donuts.
Yes,
Acha,
just
where
hold
did
on.
Freeman finish? Where did Freeman finish?
P7.
P7.
Okay, so we will be streaming the donuts as well. So I am
Let me
joining
just
on Mera.
let me just send across an invite to you.
Yep,
Hold on.
go ahead.
Where are you? Where are you? What's your name? Normal Propi.
Yeah.
Are you out of the game?
No, I am just joining. Yes, join. Like I entered the game.
Invite Ninja as well, but I'm too busy enjoying myself right now.
I will join your game. No issues. Let's have some. Okay, the session no longer exists apparently.
Nice.
Try joining off me. It's
On you only I tried joining, it's telling that.
I sent you an invite as well.
Join on me then.
Freeman, na? Hold on.
Freeman formation, boys, formation. Let's bring it home.
Smooth operation.
Let's have some donuts on stream as well. I guess Abu Dhabi is known for it.
You know, we're just giving the crowd a good time. We'll do
Yes.
donuts on the home stretch.
Dipanshu,
Yeah.
Mr. Nom, told you to change my name, please. You did not
I
do
I
that.
remembered it as soon as I joined the game and then I could not.
Nice one, guys.
Great. So stream, whoever, if you have seen Motka, that was me.
No,
If you
that
didn't notice.
that
by the way.
I made it clear. Faizan went on with some of his donuts. I guess everyone's tires are gone. That's why everyone is heading to the pits. Or are you guys?
No, we're just enjoying that. Freeman and I are staying in formation. The others, I don't know what they're doing. And then there's Faizan.
Tyson is heating up his tires.
Come on, donuts at the finish line.
Yep, Marinello baby starts with his donuts.
This game has too much traction.
Freeman is like doing
Yep,
itsy bitsy over there left and right with his controller.
Wait, yeah, now it will help.
Freeman, let's go to the start finish straight, boys. Constructors.
Yeah,
Yay.
I am spectating both of you.
Formation.
Xenon coming in middle. Four
Faizan, get out of there.
cars in formation.
Is Faizan retiring?
You have to switch the scenes. It's still on thumbnail.
Is Faizan retiring? Is he? That's why he's part of it.
There you have
PP.
it, boys.
Deepanshu, switch scene, please.
Switch scene. It's still on
Switch scene.
thumbnail till now.
Switch scene. You're still on.
Good that you told.
That time.
Anyone else
And
left?
there you have it. Ooh. I guess
I
that's
have
a
some
big
space,
fail
guys.
with donuts.
Danny,
Wait, how do I reverse?
Danny, you have to
Oh, that's
a-
reliving some moments
Yeah.
right there of 2018.
Maranello doing good
oh
donuts.
come on, Danny.
I'm not used to this.
I guess there's a reason we are not a real F1 driver.
Yeah. There are just 4 people casually doing donuts on the long stream. On the start straight. Freeman is still going on. Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm getting it. Freeman, we should have just invited you and
Faizan just backed into
just
it.
invited you and me today. Oh, what is that?
Okay, so I guess that's it for today, guys. Is the audience done with the donuts? Or do you guys want more?
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess
done.
I guess if we keep
Done.
going, we'll just end up nowhere at this point. And
Yep.
we have our next week, and we have our next race next weekend at Brazilian Grand Prix, our final
We
race.
have a race tomorrow.
Yes, and we have race tomorrow as well. Actually, Tier 2
Yes,
race.
definitely.
So tune in for that as well. So for now, see ya.
See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.
See you, boys.
Bye bye.